I was born into Youth for Mission. I moved to the Dominican Republic when my parents became the leaders of the YWAM ministry there. And I grew up speaking Spanish and working with young kids programs like King's Kids and Nico for most of my teenage years. After I finished high school, I decided to do a 6-month discipleship training school in Perth, Australia. It was during my outreach phase, when I was in Indonesia and Ethiopia, that I realized I wanted to do missions for the rest of my life.
I grew up in Tulsa, and I went on a missions trip with my church when I was younger, and we actually stayed with Kent and Janet in their home in the Dominican Republic. And I met the 3 boys, and I met Kent and Janet, and then that's also when I met their oldest son, who I became quite fond of pretty quickly, and that was Joshua. I was 17 at the time, and Josh was 19. And it was the following year that I decided to go back to the Dominican Republic and do my discipleship training school there. And it was around the same time that Josh was doing his DTS in Australia. It was during my DTS that God called me into full-time missions.
Lexi and I got married in Tulsa in 2012. We knew we wanted to work with Youth for Mission and knew that DTS was specifically the area we wanted to work in.
The discipleship training school really impacted both of our lives, and we just knew that this is what we were called to. We really enjoyed it. We just wanted to be a part of making that impact in other people's lives. Cora was born in Switzerland during our 1 year of working with YWAM in Switzerland. She's wonderful. We love her. She's full of life and energy.
This last January, we staffed the Arts DTS in Amsterdam, and we also led the school on their outreach phase to the Dominican Republic for 3 months. It was so cool to take these students to the Dominican Republic, where I had grown up and my parents had done ministry for the past 25 years, and show these students the life that I had lived in missions and also see how their life could be impacted in missions as well.
We're currently in the States right now raising funds so we can go back to Amsterdam and work with their discipleship training schools.
Part of working with YWAM Amsterdam will be for me to get trained to be able to run DTS schools and hopefully train others how to continue to work in the DTS schools.
I'll also be helping with the discipleship training schools along with Josh. But one thing I'm really passionate about is women's ministry. And we currently in Amsterdam will be living 1 block away from the red light district. One thing I'll be doing is actually ministering to the women in the windows in the red light district while we're there.
To get to Amsterdam, we need to have visas. And to be able to get those visas, the government requires of us to together be raising $3,000 a month in support. We currently have $2,300 in support, and we only need $700 more to reach that goal.
Once we have this $3,000 pledged, then we can begin our visa process.
We'd like to invite you to join our monthly support team. Yeah! As we continue to influence young people who come to Amsterdam to continue to grow their relationship with the Lord. Thank you guys.